Good Saturday to you. I'm Storm Team 9 Meteorologist Patrick Ellis here with your ENC Weather Update. This one's for March the 22nd, 2014. Beautiful day across eastern North Carolina. Mainly sunny skies through much of the day, and then the clouds starting to build in ahead of our next system that'll be dragging through here through tonight and will likely stall offshore tomorrow and bring us more chances for rain going into your day on Sunday. Wide temperature range expected as well. We'll delve into that. Also look ahead into your Tuesday deal, which is still on the board, and we're just having a hard time trying to pinpoint, but we've kind of gotten it narrowed down to where we're thinking at this point as far as where the system should go, and kind of giving you an update on that, and then look ahead towards the rest of the forecast period as well. Here's a look at the satellite and radar in review, and once again, starting off with sunny skies by about 2-3 o'clock this afternoon. The clouds started to build in, and you're watching a frontal boundary approaching us from the north and west. Had a couple of thunderstorms popping up today across South Carolina, and now we're watching a couple of showers back off towards the west, and we'll try to edge in here as we head into this evening and bring us a chance for some showers, maybe a storm or two. Actually watching the sea breeze boundary coming inland today. First time we've seen that in quite some time. It's now moving past New Bern and Pamlico County as well. But like I said, that may actually end up being a trigger later on this evening as that frontal boundary approaches us. We've got some moisture in the atmosphere. Most of the dew point numbers are a little far up there. They're in the 40s and 50s this evening. So we are going to start to see a little bit of moisture starting to pool into the region, and that's what's actually going to help and maybe spark a shower or thunderstorm this evening. And the precision forecast model saying, not really going to happen. The 4-kilometer NAM a little bit more aggressive with the rain chances this evening, but not by very much. I still think that about 20 to 30% shot for maybe a shower or thunderstorm this evening. Then we head into tomorrow, and tomorrow morning should be okay. I think we'll start off with just some clouds in place and temperatures in the upper 40s and low 50s. The clouds will thicken again, and then rain chances increase by the afternoon hours. And temperatures, like I said, a wide range tomorrow. It will really depend on where you are tomorrow, and likely we'll have falling temperatures through the latter half of the day. I think we'll likely top out somewhere around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and then the temperatures kind of tank through the latter half of the day. Mid to upper 50s on average, and then we fall back into the 40s by the afternoon and evening hours. Look down here towards Jacksonville and Morehead City. Could be still holding in the 60s down that way into the afternoon hours before the frontal boundary sags further southward. Now we clear the board as we head into Monday morning. Temperatures in the low 30s. We don't warm up all that much, only mid to upper 40s by the afternoon hours of Monday, but at least we'll be with sunny skies. A lot of people asking what's going to happen. Cold air coming southward, and we've been hinting on that the last several days, and that area of low pressure going to come out of the Gulf of Mexico. And I will tell you right now, we continue to lean toward this yellow track number 1, warmer air in here, and the snow threat, the major snow threat would stay further off towards our west and our north, but it's going to be close enough that we still have that chance for a rain-snow mix, especially for our northwestern most counties. I think if you live east of Highway 17, it's a cold rain. That's a done deal. It's a cold rain for east of 17, but if you live west of 17, there is still that potential for a rain-snow mix, and the further west you are, the better chance that you could see a full-out snow, but I think it's going to be mainly all of our viewing area. It's going to be teetering on that rain-snow mix line. The colder track, it's just not looking any more likely, and it also, the models have just not picked up on this very well. Earlier on this week, it seemed like they had a very good beam on this, and we've kind of gone off of that one beam and stayed the course, and the GFS has been staying the course. The European's been flipping-flopping. The NAM just came on the board and said nothing doing for us at all. Not even barely any rain on Tuesday. So, once again, something that we're going to watch. And even our precision forecast model is not picking up on very much of anything as well. Monday, we should make it to the 40s, maybe nearing 50 degrees. And here's your area of low pressure on the precision forecast model. It doesn't bring a piece of snow in here and warms us up into the 50s. I don't think that's going to happen. I seriously doubt that we'll get to 57 degrees if this model is correct, because of the fact that we're going to have a wedge setup in place. There's just no way that we would get to the 50s with clouds and showers in place. There's just no way. And then that area of low pressure lifts off to the north, and we drop down into the 20s as we head towards Wednesday. And oddly enough, the wedge will break down at that point. We're going to be in the wedge 2 days, and it's going to start on Monday and then go into Tuesday. Possible rain snow mix still in place for us as we head into Tuesday. But I think the better chances of it will stay in our northwesternmost counties. It won't be for the coastal areas. The coastal areas will likely just stay with a cold rain on Tuesday. Let me reiterate that, but it will be cold nonetheless here across eastern North Carolina. That thing lifts out of here by the time we head into Wednesday. It's a remnant memory, and the winds shift out of the north and west. All right, here's a look at the GFS model and looking at your day on Sunday. Once again, there's your frontal boundary. Our Arctic high is building in from the north, and that's sitting right in through here. We've been talking about that edging southward. The 540 line is sitting right in through here. Now, yesterday the GFS was printing that potential for maybe a rain-snow mix on Sunday night. It's gone away, and rightfully so. I just don't think that the temperature profiles are going to be in place quick enough for a switch over before the temperatures tank on Sunday. So we're still in play as far as just rain showers on Sunday across the east. And once again, wide range of temperatures. Some areas near the Virginia state border only going to hold around 50. South of 70, you may get to the low and mid 60s tomorrow. It will depend on where you are. I would say for Greenville, 58 on average, if not a little bit cooler. Here's a look at the 500 millibar chart and looking at 18Z on Monday. That'll be 2 p.m. Monday. And there's your Arctic invasion coming southward on the GFS. You can kind of see it right there, just kind of toggling back and forth. The cold air is coming southward right through here, and this energy is going to rotate around, and that's what's going to get the system going on Tuesday. You see on the surface output, you've already got the moisture gathering down here towards the south in the Gulf of Mexico. Look at the high that's over us, and you got the wedge set up in place. So, what I was told is, 48 hours within the wedge. So this is day one of the wedge is on Monday. Day two comes in on Tuesday, and that's with the second injection of the colder air. We do break up the wedge as we head towards Wednesday, but it's going to be after this system. And I'll kind of step this through here as we head towards Tuesday morning. You see the area of low pressure coming across the peninsula of Florida. The 540 line starts to make its retreat back to the north, but it kind of gets hung up. That's why we're talking about that track right there along the coast, very close to the coast. But you see the 540 line just kind of hovering around here. It's a close call. And north and west of that line, yeah, that's where you're going to see your rain and snow mix. South of that line, that's where we're going to see that line basically it's just going to be a rain line. That's how close that's going to be. It's going to bisect right through our viewing area pretty much. And that day, I don't think we get out of the upper 30s and low 40s. And we may struggle to get to 40. I've got a high of 40 that day, and I don't think we may struggle to get there on Tuesday. Especially with the cold air invection pulling back on the back side of the low. You got to remember, lows are turn counterclockwise. On the back side of that, you're going to get cold air pushing in here. On the east side of the low, you're getting warm air pushing in there. So it will depend on where you are, but most of us are going to stay in that cold air block pretty much on Tuesday. And there's the energy associated with it, and it's going to rotate through and turn negatively tilted as we head into Wednesday, as that thing starts to lift out. And we were worried about that yesterday. If it was a little earlier, that could have really enhanced that potential for a rain-snow mix here, or more of a snow threat here across the east. But it looks like it's going to wait until it gets offshore before it starts to turn negatively tilted. But that's going to lift the system up to the north. And they're looking at a pretty stout system as we head towards next week up there in the northeast. That's the look on Wednesday. And once again, high pressure builds back in here, and we're going to struggle with very strong cold air advection to get into the mid and upper 40s. And there's your area of low pressure. That looks like it's a 968 low coming up towards Newfoundland and Nova Scotia. Man, oh man, that's pretty nasty. But high pressure is going to be in control as we head towards this period, and then we head out towards Thursday. We get on the back side of the high, and the winds turn more southerly. That's going to give us a nice little push of air. The thicknesses start to come up. We're into the 50s on Thursday, likely mid and upper 50s on Thursday, partly cloudy skies. But you see all this moisture gathering back off towards the west. See a little short wave coming through. That's going to dive in here as we head towards the weekend. Friday, we'll make the mention of a shower or two. I don't think that's going to be all that great. High pressure building off towards the east, and you got that wraparound flow on the back side of it. I think we do make it into the 60s that day, deep into the 60s. And then the rain chances will hold off for the most part until we head towards Saturday. That looks like it could be a wet day here across eastern Carolina. It will depend on the strength of that low. The European is interesting at this time period, especially as you go out further, as it gets a low that kind of forms down here towards the south. I don't buy that right now. Just it doesn't look very good. And then cold air tries to sneak in here as we head towards Sunday. They'll likely knock our temperatures back down into the low 50s by the time we head into Sunday. That's going to do it for me here on the ENC Weather Update video. You can stay up to date with us, Facebook, Twitter, WNCT.com, and our brand new Storm Team 9 app in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Have a great rest of your evening, a great day tomorrow, a great weather week ahead, and we will keep you guys updated on all the latest happenings with this next system coming on the board as we head towards Tuesday.